Hi there. Welcome to this video. This video is about algebraic formulae. Formulae, by the way, is the plural for formula. I've got a diagram here which is a rectangle and I wish to work the area of the rectangle. So the expression should be area equals to length multiplied width, right? So that will give me length. If the product of the length and the width will give me the area. Now, let's try to put in some figures. If, for an example, the length is, let's say the length is 6 units and the width is 3 units. Now, with this information, I will be able to work out the area, which would be length is 6. I substitute the length with width and the width with 3 units. That will give me 18 square units. Okay, which means the area of this rectangle is 18 square units if the length is 6 units and the width is 3 units. I'm sure by now all of you would be able to work this out by yourself. Okay, that is not the intention of this, for me making this video. Now the intention is, if in this case, let's get rid of all these things and put in new situations. Yeah, put in new situations. I'm just going to just clean this up a bit. Now I'm going to give you the area, right? So I'm going to give you the area. Now the area of this rectangle, let's say it is 30 square centimeters. Okay, square centimeters, and the length is given as, let's say it is 10 centimeters. Okay, now how do we work out the width of this rectangle? When I say how, is we have the formula to calculate the area, okay, which I'm going to abbreviate now. So I'm going to say that area equals to length multiplied width. Now this formula will only give me the area. I can only work the area out. But I don't want the area because the area has been given in this new situation. And I want to work out what is the width of this rectangle. In order for me to calculate the width of this rectangle, I have to derive a formula from this existing formula, which is this formula, in order for me to calculate the width. How do I do that? Right? First and foremost, I've got to shift I've got to flip the formula because I want the width to be on the left. Okay. Now, before I do that, I'll just quickly explain to you why I would like to do that. Now, this part here in any expression is known as the subject. Okay. This is the subject of the formula. And of course, this would be the dimensions or the parameters used uh, to work out the value of the subject. Now, what we are going to do now is we are going to change the W, which is the width, as the subject of the formula. You get me? Okay, so I'm going to move LW equals to A. You see, I've not done anything special, anything that is complicated. I just flipped the formula, right? So now it becomes the length and the width, the product of the length and the width is equals to the area. Nothing great about this. Now, remember that the subject of the formula should not have any encumbrances, which means there should not be any attachments written with the subject. So in this case, I have this W, which is the length that is written with the width. So I got to get rid of that. So if we use the equality method, I'm going to say I'm going to divide this by L. Okay. And then I'm going to divide this by L. Remember, this is an equation. Whatever I do on the left, I must also do on the right. So L divided by L, it cancels out each other. So I'm left with W. So now it becomes W equals to A over L. So now I can plug in the values that I have. The length is the width would be, the area is 30 divided by the length is 10, which will give me the width as 3 centimeter. Remember, this is a measurement, so it is centimeter. So my width is centimeter. So this is what an algebraic formula is all about. How we derive a formula from a given formula to solve different situations. So if you want to solve for the length, it's the same thing. You have to isolate L as the subject of the formula and then plug in the values given, and you will find the value of the length. Right. If you like this video, if you think you can learn, and probably your friends will too, please share, comment, and like, and don't forget to follow. Thank you very much.